What is going on, YouTube? Racer Race VT coming at you for the first time, actually. Rebranding and all, so that's fun. But we are still grinding out here. So today we had the CSF radiator getting delivered. So we're gonna unbox that bitch and try and slap that in. Currently, I just got the water pump, thermostat, high pressure fuel pump all removed from the vehicle. Wasn't actually all that bad of a job for someone who doesn't work on cars like this intently all the time. But now we have all this room for activities. What's your guess, Gene? Do you think she's blown up?
I'm gonna have high hopes here and say it's not.
Okay.
But time will tell.
Nah, she ain't on her last leg yet.
I'm gonna be that guy. I think she blew up and just call it right here. But I don't know. My kind of luck. But we'll hope for the best, expect the worst, and slap some parts on, and hopefully she just goes again. But other exciting news: Matt is officially going to be starting at Subaru next Wednesday, so he will be moving in this coming Saturday. So that'll be pretty freaking lit. Nice to have some motivated spirits. But yeah, let's unbox this bitch. All right, Cody's gonna crack this bitch open. CSF ended up going with a 2-row. I did end up breaking the drain plug out of the original radiator, so this one comes with one.
Alright, let's see what we got in here.
Alright, got some paper on the top. Nice foam on the sides.
Seems well wrapped. Some lifetime replacement paperwork.
Nice. Lifetime replacement. Hassle-free returns. Look at that.
Christmas morning.
They have a nice plastic kind of shielding over the intercooler, or not intercooler, radiator core, keeping those fins nice and protected.
Some more paperwork.
It's like, yay, stickers!
Tape on here.
Some really nice packing tape on there. Nice CSF logo. Ooh wee! Look at that! Wow.
Super nice.
All the fins are perfect. There's some hardware included to mount it.
All solid welds, by the looks of them.
Yeah, look at that. And just for some reference, this one is the stock. Plastic sides. Couple bent fins. Actually, those fins aren't in bad shape, but that just looks so saucy. So, shout out, thanks to Racer Cody and Whip Wellness Dylan Gene for unboxing that bitch. So yeah, Cody is working on getting that old gasket out. It's a total of 3 bolts to get the oil filter housing assembly kind of off of the car itself. Really simple, just kind of a little bit of oil came out when you separate the parts, but that's kind of expected. And really no additional assembly was required since we already had basically the intake manifold off and all the other basically parts still out from the rest of the job. So not all in all, not a bad little bit of maintenance to be done. Got him. Rip. Boom, look at that guy. It's like a freaking maze.
Yeah, this is wild.
Nuremberg coming at you.
Cheap fix for saving your car from potential catastrophic failure down the road. Slipping belts.
And the part itself was only like 40 something bucks, so pretty cheap. FCP. But we do have the high pressure fuel pump removed now. Again, that intake manifold is off. I do want to get something so I can clean out my my ports. And let's see. Up here is where that water pump came out, along with the thermostat. You can see one of those turb skis. Did new oil and cleaning of the intake filters. Very needed. And then down here we have that old water pump, thermostat, and high pressure fuel pump. So yeah, we will we'll see you in the next clip of whatever progress we make. Maybe it'll be unboxing all those parts coming in tomorrow. Yeah. Again, fingers crossed that she's not blowing up, but we'll see. There's a bunny. Yeah, bunny. And he's off. What is going on, YouTube? Racer Race VT coming at you with an unboxing of FCP Euro's not so great package box. Kind of disappointed, but at least it got here. This is the water pump, the thermostat, oil change kit, the fuse kit, or fuse distribution. Packing paper. Let's see, these look like intake manifold gaskets. Alright, we got a new drain plug. Crushed box. Check, make sure the filter's okay. Looks alright. I feel like FCP is just kind of like dropping the ball on this one. We got our 5W40 liquid moly. Holy. More 5W40, and then we have our antifreeze coolant, BMW brand. So we got 3 new bolts for the, is it water pump?
I believe so.
Alright, so part number there. I love this packaging. They got the nice like eggshell foam in there and around the part, all nicely bagged. This is the high pressure fuel pump. All right, another part number, and this one is actually the thermostat. There is some foam in the box. Alright, this is a very light box. Part number is up here. I'm guessing this is the that battery cover piece.
Oh yeah, the distributor.
Which I'm not gonna lie, the one that's in the car looks kind of jank, so I'm not surprised it's on its way out or gone, but wow, that is a whole heck of a lot different than the one that we got in there. It actually has flaps for one thing. So yeah, we'll replace that towards the end. And then the last one being the water pump. Had to order the original BMW parts for like $680 something, and then the Pureberg stuff came back in stock, and it was too late to switch, so that kind of sucked. But oh well, still like FCP, they still ship fast, and at least they do have like OEM parts, and customer service at least gets back to you. It's not like just they don't leave you hanging. It's late, but they get back to you. Alright, so we're gonna clean up some of this, lay out some parts, and then get to installing. Transfer the coolant hose to the new, oh, that's a 6. What was that? Water pump? Water pump. A BMW parts. Alright, get the clamp nice and loose. And we're going to want to keep the orientation of the pipe the same. Put our clamp back on. All right. Let's see. Now we can do the same thing for the thermostat, and this old water pump is now garbage. Okay, so again, keeping that orientation in mind. How does this come off? So we got another one of these big old clips. Flat head. want to use the flathead to kind of pry it, start it. And then before it pops off, just again, trying to keep that orientation in mind, so with it flat on the ground, we can basically mount it directly straight in. Okay, old one out, new one, again keeping it level, same orientation. Oh, actually it's got little alignment pins, so you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, then just kind of shake it, push, and then the pin goes back down, locks it in. Nice. Okay. So now that also garbage. Alright, so Cody is up here working on the high pressure fuel pump. There's that new part. Nice and shiny. So there was the one fuel line coming out the bottom of it, and then there's the one on like the side of it, which we actually did remove the lines because one of them's actually up here.
Mm-hmm.
But
so it looks like this
just mates right in there, yeah. Oh, they're out for him.
You're gonna get fucking pulled over here. Okay. Fucking pull me over. Send me to jail.
goes it, Cody?
Not bad. I just got those 3 high pressure fuel pump bolts in. Just about to start taking these caps off and then put these hard lines back on there.
Nice. Oh boy. Let's see. The water pump is now mounted. I just gotta torque those bolts. And I did put that hose clamp on back there, which is a little bit crooked now that I see from the side, but I think it'll be fine, to be honest. Next step down here is going to be probably just getting that thermostat in. This guy. So I don't actually know exactly how this is going to go in, but general idea, I think it's going to be like that. Something like that. Because there's going to be these 2 bolts on the bottom that are going to mount. Oh, it'll be like that kind of orientation. There's 2 bolts that mount to the plate. Alright, the fuel line is mounted, sensors mounted, high pressure fuel pump is mounted. Thermostat is installed, water pump is installed, bolts are torqued. We mounted the thermostat with those 2 other bolts, plugged in the harness in the back of the water pump. Let's see, Cody is over here.
Getting these intake manifold gaskets out.
Look at that. Now it is recommended that you replace these when you remove or at least loosen the intake manifold. And they're really cheap, so it's definitely one of those things, just do it while you're in there. Nice.
Wow.
So those are all out.
The bag of fresh ones, OEM of course.
Oh yeah. Alright YouTube, we are back. We just ran to Advance. They actually had an oil filter housing gasket in stock randomly. They had 1. Probably a customer ordered and canceled. Also, I won some free Nutter Butters by knowing the Outback's low beam headlight bulb size before the guy behind the counter did. That was kind of cool. And then Cody is over here cleaning the oil filter housing assembly and getting that ready for the new gasket. But yeah, no, we just we called Automaster to see if they had the gasket in stock, which they did. It was actually like almost double the price of the one that we got from Advance. But yeah, no, they told us they were open until 5:30. I told them we will be right there, we're on the way. And then we got there at like 5:25 maybe, and everything was shut down. The Honda parts guy was like, yeah, they all dipped, like closed up, you know, killed the lights and everything. So luckily Advanced had one. That was super lucky randomly. And I do have a gasket coming tomorrow, but I'm gonna actually give that to Cody for his. A nice clean surface.
Definitely worth taking the time to clean it up a bit. Definitely don't want to have to do this again.
It's almost like if you're doing a job, it's worth doing it right the first time. Gonna get that all cleaned up and then be right back. Alright.
Get a little Coke.
So Cody's got the oil filter housing gasket all installed there, cleaned up. Looks nice. And then we just found out that the green gasket that came with our fuel, or our high pressure fuel pump kit, is actually meant for the throttle body. Goes right under there. And there's that old gasket. We just got some more things tightened and removed and reinstalled, so we are just at the point of putting the nuts back on the intake manifold and that one bolt that goes in the front. All the oil filter housing bolts have been torqued to spec. All of our connectors and hoses for our water pump have been reconnected. So far, so good, actually.
Yeah. Smoother than expected.
So we ended up finding out the torque spec to be equivalent to, what was it, 11 foot-pounds?
Yeah, I believe
so. So 11 to 12 foot-pounds. Or I think it was like 15 Newton meters.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that we're pretty proud of ourselves actually for being able to rip a car apart like this intensely rather. Again, I 100% would not have tackled this job if it weren't for this man, so big shout out to Ricer Cody.
Anytime. Definitely not a satisfying click, but it's a nice little piece to have in
The arsenal.
and it's just
Okay.
also 10 like that.
Alright, so let me just go over. Of our new part and that part number. There's no way.
What?
This gasket is significantly larger than that other one. I mean, that's what FCP sent and confirmed fit, but like, I don't know. Like, just looking side to side, that is like half the height. And this one has ribs. But I don't know if this is like an original part. I don't see any part numbers on it. Just thinking like, yeah, that sits like a couple millimeters up, and then this one, like, I don't know, those are just completely different like gasket sizes.
It might sit.
I don't know what the side over there looks like, but
It's too big for me.
it is.
I thought maybe it sat in the
Yeah.
like manifold throttle body spot, but
And I mean, maybe it crushes down, but like, I don't know, I just found it really weird.
I don't know.
Like, does it even go into the intake manifold, or is it just like a flat section?
I won't fit it in the hole on the actual, because the hole's like this size, I'd say.
I guess we can reuse that old one.
Yeah, the old one was fine. We'll wipe it off.
Yeah, we'll just clean it up.
Fresh oil on it.
So yeah, that's just kind of weird.
That is weird. It's a cool color.
Yeah, like it feels like a quality gasket,
It's not.
but it's just like triple the length of like the other one.
And a little wipe down.
No, I did give her a wipe down.
You did?
I did.
Nice.
In preparation for that fresh gasket.
Mm.
And we still have the CSF radiator. Still have the fuse block. Drain plug for the oil change. We got the coolant. Filter. Oil. Skyline was making some weird noise. I think it might be the 3/8 sensors that we just leveled. It had been too close to the wheel or something, so gonna check that out eventually, but the Legacy runs and drives, so I actually just registered that in Vermont, so if any New Yorkers seems legit as a plate, then feel free to have at it. And then I also got to install the We Are Likewise 14mm clamp adapter plus and the Daytona silver weighted knob as well. We did get the 6-speed H pattern for the BMW layout, and then there's that low glow on-off switch. A lot of people ask, the controller faceplate is a red acrylic piece from Classy House Productions. I also have a tank skin from them in the Skyline. So, really great company, really cool products, and price point is, I would say, on the mid to higher side of like what you're getting. Obviously there's companies that do like wrap skins instead, but it's kind of nice to have an acrylic piece.
Gasket just doesn't want to slip into the manifold.
Alright, we did some cleaning. Everything is looking spick-spam and almost like a car again, so that's pretty cool. Plugged a bunch of stuff in, got that throttle body back on the intake manifold. Couple more connections here and there, but we are looking good. I'm actually just waiting for a little bit more oil to drain out of the car that will kind of like pooled and settled. And then I'm gonna throw the new drain plug and gasket in there. Yeah, and then next step is just gonna be getting that CSF installed and then connecting everything, putting the charge pipes, the front mount back on. Looking good though. We are back from a quick rest break, looking at some of the hardware and stuff for the radiator. Got the drain plug for the oil torqued, new filters in, new gaskets and things. Again, the welds on this thing are just really spectacular. So I'm just gonna set you guys down and hopefully we can get this done without tripping on everything. Got the radiator all dropped in, mounted, and then we actually just got the, and by we, I 100% mean Cody by this point, got that radiator fan dropped in.
Making this a little thicker so it'll sit in there.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Bam. Do we re-clip these?
Oh, whoops, no.
Only 2 bolts.
Yeah, 2 bolts. The old 2-bolt special.
Then I actually just fixed the missing hardware from the hood insulator. So that's all nice and not sagging anymore. Look at that.
Just get these screws on the ends of the fan, looks like.
Oh yeah, put the new hardware in, and then should be good in terms of like the cooling
Those are
system.
these ones?
Yep. And then there's 2 more on the ground.
Cool.
Let's see if I can do this. One suited. Let's see where that other one goes. Show you guys. Let's see. Yeah, that screw right there. And then the other one is up here a little bit more. Kind of hard to see. One. Yeah, really hard to see, but they're in there. Grab one of our many 10mm wrenches.
There's not one up here.
No. And then there's the one way down here that I was talking about. That like goes to nothing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not even long enough to like...
Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this one here. Basically everything is all done with Shego for the night at least. We got the water pump, the thermostat, the high pressure fuel pump, intake manifold, all back installed. Oil filter housing gasket was a fiasco trying to get the part, like we had kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, I think. It's kind of a blur, to be honest. It's just been one freaking hell of a process. But No, the car is like almost back together. We just have to finish up those intakes and blow off valves, and basically just put some engine plastics back on, some ducts, connect a couple hoses and things. But really, it's in the final stages here. We do have to fill with oil, fill with coolant, but honestly, like, that's the easy stuff. You know, obviously we have to, you know, bleed the coolant air out of the system and stuff, but it's all part of the process. I really hope it's not blown up, but my gut tells me mayhaps. So, what do you guys think? Put down in the comments below. But again, this is kind of the end of part 2 at least, so part 3 will be tomorrow, and hopefully a startup. But yeah, no, really hope it's not blown. What do you guys think? Put down in the comments below. Again, be sure to check out Upstairs Customs. Matt will be joining us very shortly here, so very exciting. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell to stay up to date with, in our case today, Shego being blown. Mayhaps. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.